Good evening, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're well. You know what this means. This means general tarot video for no fixed sign for your Tuesday evening. I was going to say a couple of weeks ahead, but we don't know. It could happen tomorrow. It could happen next week. It could happen the week after, or even the week after that. If it doesn't resonate at all, then that's fine. Look at me on Sunday for my video, which I post in the morning. It might resonate then. Or if there's snippets in this for you, then there could be something happening in your aura, your energy field, that your guides are trying to communicate, okay? So sometimes this is what we call divine timing. You know, when you read or hear something at just the right time and it speaks to you, this could be for you, okay? So hope you are enjoying the transition between Christmas and New Year. Also, we have a full moon, which I will be doing a post about. In the meantime, let's see what is coming up for all you wonderful people out there, okay? So let's ask spirit guides. Ooh, look at this major arcana, the Lovers. Now this is you. This is a Gemini energy, so you could be a Gemini. However, this is you making a choice, guys. It's not uncommon for this card to come up, actually, as we approach the new year, because it's making choices all the time. You know, you could be thinking, I'm really going to change my life. I'm really going to make some changes. I'm really going to stop doing this. And we're going to start doing that. So it could just be on a basic level. That's what that means. But at the same time, the Lovers does indicate more about going to your own feels, okay? About how you want to start feeling about something and making the change to feel it, okay? I always see this as a deep card. And there's a reason why it's a major arcana. It's because these changes you make will determine which obviously direction you go in. So we will have a look at that. There could be a confusion with regards to whether you really, really like somebody or whether you're in lust with somebody, and it's just differentiating, you know what I mean, between what that is. So you could feel confused on an emotional level, but we'll see what happens as the cards play out. So we'll have a look now and see what the outside influence is. The Ten of Swords. Do not be dismayed by the image there. I know it's not the nicest. However, the positive with this card is there's something from an external situation, from your situation, that's coming to an end, okay? End of a phase. You could be very well making this choice to end something in your life, whether it's a relationship, a situationship, job, a certain way of thinking. The beauty of this card means that the worst of the situation, or the worst of the turmoil, the worst of the overthinking, the overanalyzing is over, because there's a conscious decision. So making a decision here about what it is, that way you're going to go. I feel a lot of you guys are going into your higher calling. I feel a lot of you are understanding that in order to get to where you need to be, you have to stick your neck out, go into a fear state, and it's not as bad as what you think it is, okay? You know, say for example, you want a promotion or you want to tell somebody how you feel. When you do that, it's not as bad as what you think. Or, you know, these little demons or scenarios that we play out in our heads don't happen. So it could be ending off at that type of phase where you're not giving into the fear state and you're objectively making choices, again, about how you feel. This is key here, guys. It's not you going, okay, well, the sensible thing to do would be to do this. You're going into what makes you happy. All right. So what is ending for you? And, you know, if there's a situation, if there's a person who isn't sure about how they feel, this, that, and the other, they could just be putting the freeze button on it themselves, and seeing where they're going to go with some things, okay? However, as you are the Lovers, it's a strong indicator that it's you making the choice. Okay, let's see what else is coming up. Oh, thank you. Guys! Well, at the bottom of the deck, you've got the Ace of Cups, which is a brand new phase with regards to your emotions. So whatever you're leaving behind on an emotional level, the choice that you're clearly making, guys, is going to bring you into a new emotional state. So are you now honoring your truth? Are you speaking to your higher self? Are you putting up with what you should be and not what you shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying about all this rubbish breadcrumbing and whatever that is? No, not anymore. Thank you. It's all gone. It's going as you're approaching 2021 because you have the death card. Now, death does not mean death. It's a brand new transition. It's a new area of your life, a new phase of your life completely. Something has to go in order to make the room for the brand new stuff coming in. Okay, so that's almost like, you know, if you've decided that you want to buy a new wardrobe for your bedroom, what do you need to get rid of first to make space for that new energy, that thing that's going to, you know, create more tidiness, organization? This is exactly what this is. You are in the driving seat. Do not forget that. Okay, don't let the power be in the hands of another person or a situation, because when you're being represented by two major arcana, you are the king or the queen of your own destiny here. Okay, so the death card is exactly what this is. Going forwards, turning that page. You're rewriting your page. You're rewriting your story. You know, sometimes, guys, we have to go through bad mistakes, bad decisions, whatever that is for you, and to learn from it. Hence why the Ten of Swords is coming up here. So you read this, what fits for you guys, okay? So underneath you, what's coming up is the future you. What is coming up? What's coming? Well, that's far too many. As much as I would love to read them. No. It's not. Can I have a card, please? Thank you. See how they flip over. Right. This is wonderful. What my advice to you? Firstly, I want to say this is every single one of your positions has been a major arcana. You've got the Lovers, which is major. You've got the Death, which is major. And now you've got the High Priestess, which is major. Underneath there, you've got the Ace of... No, you got the Page of Swords, okay? Now, I'm going to read that Page of Swords in two ways in a second. But the High Priestess, which is the future you, this is the stationary, all-seeing, all-knowing, wonderful energy, the psychic card, the intuitive card. You are listening to your intuition, guys. I feel you're learning from past, I don't want to say mistakes because everything's a lesson. You're learning from past lessons, entering into this new phase of your life. And what's going to happen is, now with the Page of Swords coming up in the last reading, if somebody hasn't owed you an apology, it looks like it's trying to come in there a little bit, or somebody just sneaking around, not sneaking around in a weird way, but sneaking around like tiptoeing, how are you, what you're up to, just trying to get into the feels of what you're doing. But you're sitting pretty, guys. And there's no coincidence that there's a moon here and we are in a full moon in the sign of Cancer, by the way, which is all about home, nurturing. It's a water sign. It's the crab. Hard exterior, soft on the inside. That's Cancerian. I feel a lot of you are going to start to create a lot more positive habits. Now, I know that's a really obvious thing to say as we approach New Year, but I don't mean habits in the sense of like you're going to go jogging every single day or anything like that. I just feel there's a lot of a deeper sense of ownership of your soul, and you might think, I'm going to start to meditate at least once a week, or I'm going to start to feed my body the things which are going to feed my cells, which are going to feed my intuition. It's not just surface level stuff when this card comes up, guys, especially with the Lovers. The choices you're making now, seriously, so far, is beautiful. The other way I'm going to read this Page of Swords is you having fun with your mind, basically. There's a sense of free, carefree energy here. You could be very spontaneous. You could be very... throwing caution to the wind when this card comes up, but at the same time, because you've got the High Priestess card coming up next to it, assess the situation first. It's not the same as like the Fool energy where it's taking a leap of faith. It's this new sense of optimism coming up here, but you're sensing a lot of things, like you'll know what to do and what not to do, okay? So some of you may be really thinking about starting a new business, going into a brand new field, you know, or just expanding in a sense that You think, do you know what, little old me, I don't know what I'm going to do here, but I know that my soul is calling for me to be the best version of myself, okay? But don't worry with the High Priestess. It's not an action card. She's stationary. Like, she knows, like, anything behind her, she can see it. She just doesn't have to turn around to know it's there. Same for you, you know, with the unseen, you know, like the moon, like there's a dark side of the moon. We know it's there, but do we have to see it? No. We just know. Gosh. Okay, so for the outside influence in the future, what is going to be coming up? Please, card. Oh, yeah, they're all flying out. What is coming up? Okay. You've got the Chariot at the bottom. Leo energy. And the Strength card did come up in the pre-shuffle, which is also Leo. So either you are going to meet a Leo or talking to a Leo, or it could be around about August time, all this starts to take shape for you. The Hanged Man, the Wounded Healer. Now, for whatever is ending in your life, what phase this is with the Ten of Swords, there's a lesson in that. What I will say, guys, if you're making a decision to end a certain area of your life, assess the reasons why. If you know exactly, then that's good. If you're not too sure, if it just doesn't feel right, go into the feels of that, because with the Hanged Man, it's such a beautiful spiritual lesson. And because the High Priestess is next to it, there's a higher calling here. I really do feel it is the caterpillar to the butterfly scenario coming up here, okay? If this is with regards to a person or situation, they're ending a phase of their life that doesn't serve them anymore. They could be going on to pastures new, moving or whatever, and with the as in like moving on in their mind, and the Hanged Man is them assessing their spiritual aspect, okay? They could be hanging around waiting for something to happen, especially with you, if there's this certain situationship going on, whatever your situation is. But there's just a beautiful transition. If you're waiting for somebody to become enlightened and see the wood for the trees, then this would suggest that. And it's that shedding of the old skin, which is what this Ten of Swords is, okay? But you're just doing the best you can. There's no anxieties on your side yet. I haven't done the last card yet. But it's majors. Major, major, major. And I mean, 3 cards is you as majors. This isn't deciding what you're going to have for dinner, you know? This is deciding your life. This is deciding, you know, where your life's going to go, which is beautiful. Okay, so underneath what is coming up underneath the Death card, please, Spirit Divine. Bear with, because I've got a bit enthusiastic there and it'll flow out. Well, what do you know, guys? I am impressed by this spread. And I am always grateful for the messages that come out. I just truly am. I really am. The Hierophant. Your position is not one minor arcana. You've got the Lovers, Death, High Priestess, the Hierophant. You know how this is that spiritual lesson? This is you absorbing that lesson and becoming the teacher. Right there. So, doesn't mean you go into a school and teach it in a class. I mean, if you're a teacher, you might be doing that. But this is being heard, okay? If you feel like you've been in a situation where the key doesn't fit to the door that you're trying to get through, this is the time when you hear that click and you go through fluidly, because the lessons with your external situation, although it can be annoying sometimes, guys, there is light at the end of the tunnel. So if you are thinking of becoming a teacher, or if you are thinking of just being the best at your craft, this is exactly the path that you are going on, okay? Expect big changes, and I think that's going to be the title of my video. Big changes are coming in. What I am seeing here, though, is somebody wants your attention. The Four of Cups just coming in as a sideline. This could be somebody coming in to offer something to you, because you're so busy, you know, going, guys, you know, what am I going to do with all these choices I've got to make here? This can be more than one admirer, so get you if that's the case. But this is somebody offering something. Remember, there was that Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, so that could be that new phase with regards to the emotional side. So this could be that exactly, okay? Alternatively, this could be you having so much on that, you know, this offer comes in for a new career, love, whatever that is. So just be mindful of that, and we'll see what that is. But the Hierophant is so spiritual. The Hangman is so spiritual. This is almost like, you know, E.T., that film E.T., where they're trying to get on the bike and he's at the front, but they know where they need to get to. And it's a bit of a slog. And then all of a sudden, with that faith and that magic, he flies through the sky. This is you at the moment pedaling, okay? And then you're going to get through the sky. I don't know where that analogy came from, but I love it when they come to me massively. And it's just, that's exactly what I'm seeing, okay? So keep pedaling, guys, and you will get to experience flying with the stars, okay? So I'm just going to get an overall clarifier of what this all is, okay? But the Hierophant is so wonderful. It's also wonderful. Just remember, some things have to end in order just to, you know that analogy, did one fly over then? Or getting the new cupboard in your room, that wardrobe, what has to go? And if you are getting new furniture, then maybe that is literally what's ending for you. Can I have an overall? Well, I'm just reading these. You've got 2 as an overall clarifier. And let me tell you something. This is amazing. Firstly, guys, I want to say, whatever you're going into with the Page of Pentacles coming up there, you are going to be entering into a new phase with regards to your finances, your business, your mind. This is your time to shine. This is your time to write all your ideas down. This is your time to get your contacts, because it's all starting to take shape. The tapestry is being woven in your favor, okay? The Page of Pentacles, again, it's in its infancy, which is why it's a page, and sometimes pages can link to children or younger people, but when it's a Pentacles, it's on that material level. If you have an idea and it might seem unobtainable, write it down and make it happen, okay? Look at the overall clarifier, guys. The Hierophant, double Hierophant. You know, I said this is the teacher. You could actually be teaching, or suddenly have that awakened moment of the lesson you're supposed to learn, which is bringing you into this new phase of your life. This is the equivalent to that. So this is the stairs leading to that light. You know, E.T. pedaling until he can get to the stars. That's you. If you need any more clarification on this, there's 78 cards here, there's 78 cards here. The Hierophant has come up twice, a very beautiful spiritual card. You know, I said at the very, very beginning how this choice you'll make, it doesn't seem surface level. It seems so much deeper, which is tapping into your subconscious self, which talks to your higher self. This is why it's leading up to the Hierophant. You have big, beautiful changes. Trust me. And we'll see if this Page of Swords is going to be offering you something, because they haven't heard from you, have they? Because you ain't got time to message like you used to. That's enough from me. I will be doing my video on Sunday in the morning. Again, it's general, guys, so it's surface level reading. If you want a private reading with me for half an hour or for 1 hour, then if you can message me direct, and I will let you know my price and availability. What day are we today? I don't think I've got anything now this year. I have to check. But yeah, it's all being booked now for next year, okay? So you have a wonderful evening. Stay safe, stay happy, raise your vibration as much as possible, and I will be doing a full moon post also, which will help you into this Cancerian energy of accessing that power. You don't have to be a Cancerian, by the way, to benefit. All right, so you take care, have a good one, and I will see you as always in the next video.